This is the story of me agreeing to get an older woman pregnant and then her trying to ruin my life. When I was 23, I had a one-night stand with a girl from my hometown named Maria. We both knew it was nothing more than that, and we didn't speak after. Several months later, I received a text from her saying that she hadn't been lucky in love and she wanted a baby before it was too late. So she asked if I would get her pregnant and I wouldn't have to bear any responsibility, like a sperm donor. I considered it and I first thought no, but after some time to think about it, I thought it'd be the right thing to do for someone struggling. So we filled out an ironclad agreement and basically I wouldn't be responsible at all. A while later, she told me she was ovulating, and then a few weeks after that, she told me she was pregnant and that it worked. I went back to California for work, and we didn't speak after that. Unbeknownst to me, she contacted my family behind my back and invited them to the baby shower. They then began getting dinner or whatever regularly, and as she got to know my parents started encouraging me to be in the baby's life, and once I found out it was a little girl, I thought it was the right thing to do. I flew home to be there for the birth, and I got a tattoo of our daughter's middle name before she was born. After our daughter was born, Maria wanted us to be together and be a family, and when I said I didn't want to do that, she wouldn't let me see my daughter. My main source of income at the time was the Airbnb that I owned, and she said this a few months after she was born. I felt bad, so I let her move in for several months, rent-free. Once she moved out, she told me this: "I've never done anything to warrant supervised visits, but I agreed to keep the peace." I would come home as often as I could to see our daughter, and things were usually okay when I was there. These are all from her Facebook. One Halloween, I didn't want to wear matching costumes with Maria, so she wouldn't let me see my daughter for a while. And when our daughter was being baptized, I drove a 14-hour round trip from that.
Pause. He refused to wear a matching Halloween costume with this woman? So for that, she refused to let him see his daughter?
And when our daughter was being baptized, I drove a 14-hour round trip from Nashville to attend. And because I didn't want to see Maria the night before, she didn't allow me to come to the baptism at all. Soon after this, she served me with child support, saying that our original contract wasn't valid because our daughter didn't have a social security number yet. And I didn't fight her on it. I didn't have the time. I was living away. I ended up paying her $10,000 up front and $750 a month. I was able to move home soon after that, and I began seeing our daughter regularly. Everything was going really well until I got a girlfriend. Even though she had a boyfriend who was regularly around our daughter, she said that my girlfriend couldn't be around our daughter. I was able to get our daughter for an afternoon, and Maria asked what I was doing. I told her that I was with my girlfriend and we were at Lowe's together. She freaked out. I said I'd bring her daughter back to her as soon as we were done, but instead Maria drove to Lowe's, apparently called my dad, and was running up and down the aisle screaming. I don't know what actually happened, but she was freaking out, just blowing up my phone, thinking she was in danger. And keep in mind, my girlfriend is a mom as well as a nurse. Our daughter was never in any danger. When I offered Maria and my girlfriend to get to know each other so they'd be comfortable with my daughter being around, she immediately said no and called my girlfriend a word that rhymes with chore and refused to get to know her. Maria then made a public post saying that I was a deadbeat dad and that I hadn't seen our daughter in weeks. Here I am with our daughter just a few days prior to this post. I also left my best friend's bachelor party a day early so I could be home for Father's Day, and she still wouldn't allow me to see her.
Wait, hold on. Let me get that again. She gets on Facebook or social media to flame this man, say he a deadbeat dad and hasn't seen his daughter in weeks. He posts a picture of him and his daughter just a few days prior to her saying that. I can't stand the fact that so many women know that they have the power to destroy a man's life with simple lies that because they are women, people are just going to simply believe.
She even said this to my grandmother. She had her friends comment mean things on my girlfriend's social media multiple times, even though my girlfriend has never been anything but nice to Maria. Because Maria tends to do this, I want to make sure that she doesn't twist the story and make it seem like I abandoned our daughter. I recently found out that our daughter isn't mine. I don't know who the dad is, but I've had 2 paternity tests done, and they both say this. I believed Maria when she told me that I was the only possible father. The situation was weird, but I was always happy to be a dad. I knew that Maria already knew she was pregnant. She had to have when she asked me to get her pregnant. I didn't think that was something that someone would lie about to another human being. Not only to me, but my entire family as well. Everybody's distraught about this. Maria, I allowed you to paint me as the villain and you as the victim for years to keep peace, but I hope you know that the only victim here is your child.
No, my guy. You too are a victim of Maria. So you telling me this woman put this man through hell and back for a child that she knew wasn't even his. She was already pregnant when she asked him to get her pregnant. The fact that she went as long as she did playing this dang on game and she knew this man wasn't the father. What happened? Did she get pregnant by a man that she knew wouldn't be a good father? Or did she get pregnant by a man that decided as soon as he found out that he was going to dip out and leave this responsibility to her? So then that's when she resorted back to this young boy that she had a one night stand with months ago. Oh my God. Like cold hearted. No heart does this woman have to put this man through what she put him through. How could you accept $10,000 and put somebody on child support for a child that you know wasn't his? There's so many lessons to be learned here, but I think the major one is, fellas, if you come across a woman that's at the end of her timeline for having a baby, and she wants you to help facilitate her having a child, and she asks you to be the sperm donor, tell her she better go dang on to the sperm donor dealership. Because they might try to get you just like she got him. And the other lesson to be learned here, which we have spoken about several times on this channel, is before you get put on that child support, make sure that child is yours. Go have them DNA tests. Hell, at birth, have that DNA test. There's too many women out here putting babies on men that they know they don't belong to.
I went and I was going to get a restraining order. I went and I was going to get a restraining order because, you know, she's doing stuff like showing up in my crib, 5 o'clock in the morning, pulling out a ladder, hopping the fence.
Oh my God, what is that? Oh my God, what is that?
Bro, this woman got a ladder to hop this man's fence. That's wild. She's... Man, these chicks really be crazy out here.
Banging on my windows. My son's birthday party was like a month after that. No, like it was a while after that. And then when I went to the party, they said, hey, you want a restraining order, but you went to a party, she was there, so you must not be in that much fear. So I had to drop that case. And this is me having to have two different lawyers. So this is two separate lawyers for one lawyer for that, then another lawyer. This woman texts a naked picture of me to my mother and my sister because she wanted to let them know that, oh, you and your son, I'm pretty sure your son's not telling you what's really going on between us and all of this other nonsense. Okay. Me and you are still, you know, having a relationship, and that's over with. Thank God that's over with. Like, you know, I prayed about that, and there's absolutely nothing physical going on anymore. And you taking naked pictures and sending it to my mother and my sister to do what and prove what?
Look, I can't for the life of me think of why and how she could justify sending nude pictures of this man to his own mom and sister. What point did that get across? What point did that prove? I don't know.
She's
over here cheesing and blushing a little bit too hard, getting this attention from them 85 South boys. I don't know. She think it's funny. Bro, please let her go. Back to the streets where she belong. Wow. Oh, nah. Oh, nah. You ain't running back to sit next to me in the seat that I bought you. Oh, nah. Look at it. He can't even look. All he can do is smirk and turn his head and look there. Are you for real? She better get an Uber ride right now. She need to go ahead and call him because there's about to be some traffic coming out of that parking lot. She better call him right now. Shit. My guy, I think you got yourself a groupie on your hands. Anyway, y'all leave y'all thoughts, comments, and opinions down below. And I'm going to catch y'all in the next one. See ya.